This Promnicast can be found everywhere. Subscribe via iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, and more.
Welcome to Civic Leaders Incite, a supplement to our regular interview series. I'm Bert Lowry, Market Intelligence Officer for Springbrook Software, and today's Incite, the Angry Resident. 3 tips to keep your cool, solve the problem, and like yourself in the end. Recently, while I was speaking with a group of local gov managers about customer service, someone said something that really floored everyone. A finance director at a medium-sized city explained how she didn't like the person she had become. After years of dealing with customer complaints, she said she had changed from a happy-go-lucky, people-loving person to a battle-hardened cynic, symptoms of which even bled into her personal life. This had to change as she desperately wanted to get back to the person she loved being. It turns out her experience is not uncommon for people who work with the public. So here are 3 tips that can not only help you work with residents to solve problems better, but also keep a healthy sense of who you are and how you want to work. Tip number 1, listen. Really listen. When it comes to complaints, you've heard them all before 1,000 times. But for the resident speaking with you, this is a big deal. Empathy counts and empathy works. Try putting yourself in their position by using active listening, repeating back what you're hearing. It ensures that you understand their unique situation while helping them feel validated, acknowledged, and heard. This alone may help ratchet down the confrontation. The takeaway? Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Tip number 2, stay calm. Of course, that's easier said than done. Here are some tactics to help you keep your cool. Lower your voice and slow down. It not only keeps you calmer and more professional, it prompts the other person to do the same. You could also imagine that you're a host on live TV responsible for yourself, your guest, and the audience, keeping you on your best, most productive behavior. And finally, tip number 3, proactively accommodate. Now that the emotional pitch is lowered, the stage is set for a solution. While it's important to describe what needs to happen next, it's more important to take the time to explain how the solution will help resolve their concern. If it's appropriate, you can even offer to assist them with the next steps. If they're still not satisfied, asking for their ideas helps move the conversation toward a collaborative solution. If all else fails, try saying this: I'd like to hear what would make you happy. If it's in my power, I'll make it happen. If not, let's work on a solution together. In the end, the key is turning the situation away from confrontation and toward collaboration. With these tips in mind, the next time you find yourself talking with an unhappy resident, seize the opportunity to turn a negative into a positive. Because, as strange as it seems, jointly working through conflict makes both people happier and friendlier than if there had been no problem to begin with. This has been the Civic Leaders Incite. I'm Bert Lowry with Springbrook Software. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon.
Civic Leaders is a Springbrook Software Promnicast. Visit sprbrk.com for more. Syndication support is provided by emerging local government leaders. Visit elgl.org for more exclusive content. This series is produced and distributed by the VOLSTA Media Network. Be sure to check out other great shows, episodes, and more at VOLSTA.com.